Halfway. Casey Neistat was halfway wrong in his video, Who I'm Voting for President. Now, I'm not a big YouTuber, so obviously what he's saying isn't directly affecting me, and a lot of you probably don't give a crap what I think because I'm not a big YouTuber, and that's fine. But it's not all about being a YouTuber, and we'll get more into that in a little bit. Now, he wasn't wrong for telling people who he's voting for. He's also not wrong for voting Hillary Clinton. It's completely up to him if he wants to tell people who he's voting for, if he wants to even talk about politics at all. It's not just because he's in the public eye that it's up to him. It's literally up to anyone. It's up to you. It's up to me. We get to choose what we do and don't talk about on any topic ever, not just politics. So he's not wrong for wanting to divulge that information. That's his choice. Now, obviously, he's in a power position of sorts. So he has reason to want to divulge the information. He knows that he can influence people. That's fine. Being in a position of power does not limit you from talking about these subjects just because you have more influence. That'd be dumb. It's the same way that people who don't have power will talk to other people and try to convince them otherwise. But the people you're talking to, it's up to them whether or not they want to talk about it. Which makes it obvious that I have the sentiment of there's no wrong or right candidate. It's based off of who you want to change the country and how you want to see the country changed. And that's how you choose. And not everybody's going to think the same way, very obviously. Now, given what I've said, you can probably guess where I think that Casey was wrong. I think it was wrong of him to exact his power to send other people to force to make them super uncomfortable about a topic and try to force them to talk about it. We're talking about his friends and his co-workers, people who also make YouTube videos and content and get paid for doing so. And he's telling his fan base to go and harass them and tell them, you need to talk about this. This is important. Don't pussy out. You're not allowed to say no. You have to talk about this. And people have felt that. People have felt, pressured, and they've gotten a lot of flack for not wanting to talk about politics. And it's not a matter of they're hiding because, I'm in the public eye, I don't want to lose viewers. Maybe it is about that. You don't need a good reason. You don't need to even give people a reason for why you don't want to talk about it. Just, if you don't want to, then don't. It's as simple as that. But it's wrong to go to somebody and be like, you're not allowed to say no. You have to talk about this. Like, you're not being interrogated. You're not a criminal. You have an opinion that might be different than someone else's, and you don't want to risk putting it out there. Or maybe that's not the reason. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your reasoning is. Another good example of this, something to relate to, directly linked to Casey actually, is he always talks about how when he's at his workshop working, nothing irks him more than when people show up at his door, at the door of his office, and are like, oh, Casey, can we get a picture? Can we talk? Blah, 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 blah. And he's literally talked about this, and he says he's rude to people. He tells them, like, go away, man. I'm trying to work. Like, I just want to go get something across the street and then come back. Like, he doesn't want to be annoyed when he's at work. So imagine if all these people were like, yo, go wait outside Casey's door. It's a public street. He can't say anything about them waiting there. I mean, he can't like call the cops. So imagine if all these YouTubers said like, go outside his front door and just wait for him and harass the shit out of him, make him talk to you, make him take pictures. It's his duty as a YouTuber. He's famous. He has no choice but to take pictures with you and to talk to you because you're his fans. That'd be messed up, wouldn't it? It'd be shitty. You can't do that. Now, put it on the other coin. Casey's telling people to go to YouTubers' workplaces, YouTube, go in the comments, maybe go to their Twitter, yet again, it's a facet of their workplace, and harass them and tell them, hey, you need to tell me this. You need to talk right now. It's messed up, man. You can't do that. And it's not even a matter of, oh, it's your job, so that's why it's not allowed for you to go and force people to talk about that stuff. Or, oh, you're really well known in the media, so you have to. It doesn't matter who you are or what kind of background you're from. Like me, I'm a tiny YouTuber. It doesn't matter. Like, you just don't tell people they have to talk about something if they don't want to talk about it. It's the same way as if someone in your family dies and they're like, we need to sit down and talk about this right now. And you're like, it makes me uncomfortable and I don't want to. That's where it stops. You just stop. You don't ask anymore. And I'm not bashing on the guy. I love the guy's content. He makes great videos. And it's rightful that he's blowing up and getting such a huge following so quickly. But I just wonder if maybe he hasn't quite gotten used to the idea of having a following like this, and in turn is maybe not quite sure how to handle that amount of power, the amount of influence that he has over people. And so I think he may have indirectly hurt a lot of people that he didn't mean to. Or maybe he did mean to. Which would be pretty shitty. I don't know. Just never forget. If you don't want to talk about something, don't talk about it. It's as simple as that. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And, you know, I felt really bad for him. Because, you know, something that he's wanted for so long and something that he thought would be like, you know, the rest of his life.